Very good morning all. So today's topic is from third unit, that is mobile transport layer. In that unit, today we are going to see about implications of mobility, that is classical TCP improvements. What are all the ways to improve the TCP? So these are all the approaches to modify TCP to work in mobile environments. First one is indirect TCP, second is snooping TCP, third is mobile TCP, fourth is fast retransmit or fast recovery, fifth is transmission or timeout freezing, sixth one is selective retransmission, and last one is transaction oriented TCP. So first topic is we have indirect TCP. So this is a diagram for your indirect TCP. Instead of giving connection, direct TCP connection, we are using access point, that is a foreign agent. You can see in the diagram. Between the mobile host, there is an access point, that is a foreign agent. Using that, we are connecting wireless TCP and standard TCP. So instead of a direct TCP, we are using here it as indirect TCP. No changes to the basic TCP protocol for host connected to the wired internet. Millions of computers uses this protocol, and splitting of the TCP connection, for example, using the foreign agent into two TCP connections, that is real end-to-end connection. And the host has to be fixed part of the net and the characteristics of the wireless part. So this is an indirect TCP. So you can see what are all the advantages and the disadvantages of indirect TCP. Advantages are transmission errors on the wireless link. It doesn't propagate into the fixed network, and it is very simple to control, and mobile TCP is used only for one hop between, that is foreign agent and mobile host. So these are all the some advantages of indirect TCP, as well as it has disadvantages too. An acknowledgement to a sender does now not any longer mean that a receiver really got a packet. Foreign agents might crash. Higher latency is also possible due to buffering of a data within the foreign agent and forwarding to a new foreign agent. So these are all the disadvantages of indirect TCP. So next topic is snooping. So there are four types of data transfer, that is data transfer to the mobile host, second one is data transfer from the mobile host, and integration of the MAC layer, and what are all the problems we have in snooping. So first one is data transfer to the mobile host. FA is nothing but a foreign agent. Foreign agent buffers data until it receives acknowledgement of the mobile host. MS is nothing but mobile host. And foreign agent detects packet loss via duplicated acknowledgements or timeout. And fast retransmission possible, and the transparent for the fixed network. And second one is data transfer from the mobile host, and third one is integration of the MAC layer. And you can see what are all the problems will occur in snooping. Snooping TCP does not isolate the wireless link as good as first TCP, and snooping might be useless depending on encryption schemes. So third topic is mobile TCP. Here you will have three topics under mobile TCP. First is special handling of a lengthy or frequent disconnection. Second is mobile TCP split as one TCP. And the third one is supervisory host. Under supervisory host, you will have no caching or no retransmission, monitors all packets if disconnection detected. So advantages of a mobile TCP is maintains semantics, supports disconnection, no buffer forwarding. So these are all the advantages, and it also has a disadvantages, that is loss on wireless link propagated into fixed network, and the second one is adapted TCP on wireless link. So third, you will have fast retransmit or fast recovery. Under this, you will have two topics. First one is change of a foreign agent often results in packet loss. If you are changing foreign agent often, then you will lose the packet, whatever data you are transmitting, that it may be lost. The TCP reacts with a slow start although there is no congestion. And the second one is forced fast retransmit. As soon as the mobile host has registered with a new foreign agent, the mobile host sends duplicated acknowledgements on purpose. This forces the fast retransmit mode at the communication partners. Additionally, the TCP on the mobile host is forced to continue sending with the actual window size and not to go into slow start after registration. Here is the advantage of a fast retransmit. That is, simple changes result in significant higher performance. It also has a disadvantage, that is further mix of IP and TCP. There is no transparent approach. It doesn't have any transparent approach. So fifth topic is transmission or timeout freezing. Under this, you will have two topics, that is mobile host can be disconnected for a longer time. If any pocket is not exchanged possible, that is in a tunnel connection, if disconnection due to overloaded cells or mux with a higher priority traffic, TCP disconnects after timeout completely. And the second one is TCP freezing. MAC can inform TCP layer of upcoming loss of connection, then TCP stops sending but does not assume any congested link. MAC layer signals again if reconnected. So it also has advantage, that is independent of data. Again, it also has a disadvantage. If TCP on mobile host has to be changed, mechanism depends on MAC layer. So next topic is selective retransmission. TCP acknowledgements are often cumulative. If single packets are missing, quite often a whole packet sequence beginning at the gap has to be retransmitted. And selective retransmission has one solution. If any one of the packet is lost, we have to find which packet is lost, and we have to resend the particular packet, not the whole data. And it has advantage, that is higher efficiency, and it is more complex in a receiver and more buffer needed at the receiver. This is a disadvantage of a selective retransmission. So seventh one is transaction oriented TCP. Transaction oriented TCP has this version to avoid this overhead connection setup. Data transfer and connection release can be combined. And advantage is efficiency. Disadvantage, it requires changed TCP and mobility not longer transparent. So this is a comparison of different approaches for a mobile TCP. In this, you will have all 7 TCP transmissions and its mechanism and advantages and disadvantages of each and every one. For an indirect TCP, that mechanism is splits TCP connection into two connections. That is the main mechanism. An advantage is isolation of a wireless link, and it is so simple. It also has a disadvantage, that is loss of TCP semantics, higher latency at handover. For a snooping TCP, snoops data and acknowledgements local retransmission, and advantages transparent for end-to-end connection. MAC integration is also possible. Disadvantage is problematic with encryption based isolation of wireless link. Likewise, you will have mobile TCP and fast retransmit and fast recovery, and transmission timeout freezing, and selective retransmission, and transaction oriented TCP. Thank you.